Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video, doing weekend forecast. As always on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the weekend. Well, as detailed as we can, because it's a very complicated week's weather that is coming up. We've got really complicated weather patterns through the early part of the week. And the exact detail on that is proving quite tricky to pin down. And then for sort of the second half of the week, have a bit of a divergence within the models as to what is happening there as well. So it is a very complicated weeks ahead forecast, but I will do my best to give you the latest sort of lowdown on what we're expecting to happen for weather this week. Just say that the websites using weatherout.com and weathercentral.de, you can find links to both of those websites on the links page. And the Sunday Roundup will be coming back tomorrow. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. So we're going to start off with the radar picture from Weather Outlook. We've got quite a bit of cloud across England and Wales, and these showery bits and pieces of rain moving southwards. Not really amounting to too much, but it's enough to be producing damp conditions. And the air is just about cold enough for a few flakes of sleet or snow, or even a little bit of hail to be turning up within some of these sort of heavier showers. Although, as you can see, most of the showers are actually light. Across Scotland and Northern Ireland, we've got a good deal of dry weather there. Just a few wintry showers peppering northern and eastern coastal areas. This is today's Arctic pressure chart. The reason it's turning colder is that high pressure is moving down from the north. It's pulling the wind in to the north and the northeast. So we've got an Arctic sourced air mass coming down with this area of high pressure. It's going to give us a lot of dry weather in the short term, but we will have it really quite cold, particularly at night and in the north. So for the rest of Saturday, well, this afternoon we're going to keep cloud and outbreaks of very light and showery rain across parts of England and Wales. Gradually that's going to shift southwards and eastwards, with sunny spells across Scotland and Northern Ireland, pushing down into northern England, parts of Wales and the Midlands, I would have thought, by the end of the afternoon. In the south and southeast, we'll still have this chilly and nagging east to northeasterly wind. Temperatures ranging from around 2 to 6 degrees Celsius. It is a colder feeling day, especially in the south, where we've had it quite mild over recent days. And a very cold night coming up tonight in the north, as this area of high pressure slips down over the top of the country. The winds will fall light away from southern counties, and we're going to find a really hard frost developing in the north as well. Now down in the south we'll keep quite a bit of cloud, we'll keep a brisk easterly breeze and some showers going there, mostly falling as rain, but possibly a few flakes of snow turning up in over the hills down in the far south southeast. But really from Wales and Midlands northwards, it's going to be a dry night with long clear spells and light winds. Is going to turn very cold, with temperatures widely going down to -6, -7 through parts of the sort of the North Midlands, Northern England. Once again, everything towards Scotland, temperatures there could become really severely cold tonight. A severe frost is possible across rural parts of Scotland. In the Scottish Glens, could see temperatures going down to -12, possibly -13. Even seeing the BBC now quoting the chance of -14 to -15 across some of those Scottish glens tonight. So really, it's very severe frost is possible in rural parts of Scotland. Towns and cities in Scotland probably seeing temperatures going down sort of -6, -7, so not as severe there. But out in the sticks, could be a very, very cold night up in the north indeed. Might be the hardest frost that we've had in the UK since 2012. I say not as cold down in the south, because there we've got more of an easterly breeze and a little bit more in the way of cloud. As we move through into Sunday, high pressure is going to be dominating the weather. It's just to our east by this point. It's bringing in still this easterly breeze across England and Wales. So it will be a little bit breezier there. A little bit of cloud coming and going down in the south, southeast. But really, most parts are going to have a nice day tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine and perhaps a snow flurry around the east coast. But the bulk of the country will stay dry. But it'll be a very cold day up in the north. So we'll start off with that severe frost, and with temperatures that low to start off with, they're not going to get above freezing all day really for many parts of Scotland. So you'll probably have an ice day tomorrow up across Scotland, particularly in rural areas. Further south, we'll probably see temperatures going up around 3 to 5 degrees, something like that. But it will feel cold, even in the south, especially with that easterly wind. And another widespread and quite severe frost from the north anyway on Sunday night. That's how things are looking on Monday. High pressure is still in control. We're going a little bit more southeast, and this is starting to pose a bit of a problem, because if you follow the isobars back here, you'll see that the air is originating from sort of the central Mediterranean and Italy. So we are bringing up quite a warm, for the time of year anyway, upper air temperature, bringing up quite warm upper air temperatures from the Mediterranean through the early part of the coming week. But down on the surface, we've got this low-level cold continental air. Now, this could either mean that as the warm upper air temperatures overlay the cold ground, it could either mean that we have a lot of cloud and very gloomy conditions through the early part of the week. Alternatively, we might have quite a lot of fog, and if the fog does get going, it could be really quite dense. I don't think the fog should be a problem to start with on Monday. We start generally dry, sunny, probably another very severe frost up in the north, and quite frosty even down across England and Wales. Through the course of Monday, we find those warmer upper air temperatures starting to overlay the cold ground across England, and particularly southern and eastern parts of England. So we may well start to see cloud being generated with that. Alternatively, we might start to see some dense fog patches forming through the course of Monday afternoon and into Monday evening. That's for the Midlands, southern, central, southeast parts. Further north and west, we've still got the cold upper air temperatures with the high pressure. So there we just have plenty of sunny spell, but it'll remain cold. Temperatures will probably stay below freezing all day again. Across Scotland, England and Wales, probably seeing temperatures going up to around 4 or 5 degrees. But if fog does form, then obviously we might well have problems with temperatures really struggling. There's the upper air temperatures that we've got on Monday night into Tuesday morning. You see, it's a very warm, unusually warm air mass that's coming up from the Mediterranean with these southeasterly winds. But if I show you the surface temperatures, that's reflective of the surface temperatures, they're much colder. So obviously we've got the warm upper air temperatures running over the cold temperatures on the surface, and that does pose some problems perhaps on Monday night with the risk of some dense fog patches. If we don't get dense fog patches, it will just become increasingly cloudy through the night on Monday night. So that's how we go into Tuesday. We find that we've got low pressure trying to encroach in from off the Atlantic, but it's a slow old process. We've still got those warm upper air temperatures across the country to begin with on Tuesday, and of course we've got the cold ground as well. So we may well have some dense fog patches to begin with on Tuesday. If not, it'll be very cloudy. And I suspect many places will have a dry day on Tuesday. We'll either have a lot of cloud or maybe quite a lot of dense fog. Out in the west, this weather system will start to bring cloud and outbreaks of rain in towards Wales, southwestern parts of England. Temperatures might be a little bit higher on Tuesday, perhaps reaching 5 or 6 degrees in the south, probably struggling above freezing up in the north. But if we get that fog developing, then obviously that will lower the temperatures. Fog always pulls back your temperatures. Now, as we go into Wednesday, we've got another change moving in with this area of low pressure and its attended weather front. So we're going to find a band of cloud and outbreaks of rain across western parts of the country through the course of Wednesday morning. That's spreading eastwards through the course of the day. Now, what's happening here, this is another interesting, quite complicated day, because we're starting off on Wednesday with fairly warm upper air temperatures, but we'll see those warmer upper air temperatures kind of being squeezed out of the atmosphere through the day. So as this band of rain pushes eastwards, remember it's still quite cold on the surface, as this band of rain pushes eastwards, it may turn to sleet or snow across parts of Scotland and northern England, particularly over high ground. Alternatively, we might have some problems with freezing rain. Perhaps that's where rain falls onto frozen surfaces, and again that's particularly for Scotland, possibly parts of northern England too, so that could be quite treacherous. As we go through the day, we'll find that band of rain moving eastwards, then brighter skies and showers will follow along behind. Temperatures in the south might become milder briefly, so going up to around 8 or 9 degrees there. In the north, I think we tend to keep it really quite cold with temperatures in low single figures. Move through to Thursday. We've got a real headache developing then because we've got low pressure out in the Atlantic. We're trying to bring these westerly winds in. At the same time, high pressure is having a go at re-strengthening over Scandinavia. I think in terms of the actual detail, and this is with very low confidence, but Thursday may start off with some showery outbreaks of rain, sleet or snow across parts of Scotland and northern England. That should move away through the course of the day, and then probably a reasonably bright day with sunny spells. It could be a cold day though, with temperatures ranging from around 3 to 6 degrees. And by the time you get through to Friday, the confidence is really very low indeed. The GFS wants to bring another weather system in from off the Atlantic, but this is the latest UK Met Office chart for Friday, and that's maintaining and strengthening high pressure over Scandinavia and trying to get us back into these easterly winds. I just about favour the GFS solution to bring this westerly in, but it is with very, very low confidence. So, assuming it pans out as the GFS is showing, we probably bring another band of wind and rain across the country through the course of Friday after a dry and possibly frosty start with sunny spells and quite cold air and wintry showers following to the north and to the west. Temperatures might briefly pop up to around 10 degrees in the southeast, but expect those temperatures very quickly to fall back during the course of the latter stage of Friday. And then we go through into next weekend, the 13th, 14th of January, and it's generally looking very unsettled, quite cold and windy with showers and longer spells of rain. In fact, turning really unusually cold with a westerly to northwesterly wind. Perhaps by the end of Sunday we might be seeing heavy snow showers being pushed into many northern and western parts of the country behind a band of rain which might turn to snow on the back edge. But again, that is very, very low confidence, so we do have to wait and see, I think, exactly how all of that pans out. From around Thursday onwards, very low confidence indeed. Finally, just have a look at the charts from the weather outlook. So lots of dry weather coming up today, increasingly cold in the north, quite cloudy, a few showers down in the south. Plenty of dry weather on Sunday, but it will be very cold, especially so up in the north, and these dry and cold conditions continue into the start of next week. This is showing increasing amounts of cloud moving in by Tuesday. Remember, that could be cloud, it might be fog as well. So Monday to Tuesday, perhaps some problems with fog. Wednesday brings a band of cloud rain across the country. That will clear away any fog. It turns a little bit less cold as well. And then into Thursday and Friday, very uncertain, but I think overall staying really quite cold, especially so for northern parts of the country with showery bursts of rain, possibly some wintry stuff coming and going too. That's very low confidence from Thursday onwards. So, in summary, we're starting off dry and cold. Expect severe frost night and morning up in the north, and there will be some frosty nights come even down in the south through the end of the weekend, start of next week. We may get problems either with low cloud or fog as we go through the early part of the coming week. Then it turns a little bit more unsettled with some showery bursts of rain. Temperatures do try and edge up a little bit through the middle part of the week, but I think generally fairly coldish week coming up, especially so for the north. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.